Hey, good evening, everyone. This is actually a what I would call a special episode uh, of um, of Wizardry 6. Basically, what I've decided to do is I'm going. There's one thing that Dfortae put in his mod is put in some hidden areas or secret areas that are normally not found in the game. And so that's what I've decided to do. I've decided to... Come on, really? I've decided that I'm going to go in search of these secret areas. Now, one thing I'm going to look at is some of these secret areas may involve water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my swimming, 73, pretty good. Sparkle, 64, not bad. Dfortae, 69, hee. Donkey, 71, not bad. Headache, 66. 63. So it looks like our low is 63. Okay, there, that's better. I was wondering why it wasn't, like why the screen wasn't full screen. Hey there, that's much better. Okay. So what we're going to do first is we're going to look to see if there's any hidden areas in this castle proper. Okay. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look for secret doors, etc. So yes, this is probably going to be not an exciting stream if you love battles. Okay, but it looks like nothing in the captain's den. Now, one thing I'm still going to do is I'm just going to still do training, okay? So don't think that I'm just going to... So I'm going to still do some training. I'm going to try it because right now the tentative plan is to, even though this technically is not what I would consider a true Iron Man victory, I'm still going to consider... I would say that I pretty much did about... And I'm not going to count the ambush, okay? Yes, technically I did get the... but I'm not going to really look at that. Instead, I'm going to look at the fact that I got to room number 8. Which I'm going to say was pretty darn good. Oh, our buddy Queequeg! May I interest you in a bargain? Let's see if there's anything we can really get rid of. No, I want to keep everything because a lot of these things will probably they can be useful in the next game, or we can sell them. Yeah, so those are two possibilities we can look at. And one thing you always want to have Amulet of Lives with you. Okay, and let's see what Hellgraph has to sell. Now, the Black Gown of Death is cursed, but it's funny that they give us a lot of money for it, which I think is kind of humorous. Ooh, okay. This is the thing. I think we are really underutilizing our whatchamacallits. Okay, let's have Sparkle use the icicle sticks. Let's get Sparkle up to 100 in artifacts. And then if we want, what we can do is we can then maybe give someone else that chance to advance their artifacts. Oh, no. Nothing against that, but so nothing in there that we found. Let's maybe look in here. So far, nothing yet. Now, for some reason, I remember Dfortae showing us something in this area right here. Okay, and I think I need to change my stream title. Let's see what it says. Huh. Okay, so I got it right. I don't know why, because I remember doing it the first time, and I'm pretty sure I did it correctly. Now this is my question. I'm not sure if scouting would show. What was that? Wait a minute, I have an idea. I have an idea here. I have an idea. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Really? I was like, okay. Okay, Moody. Well, let's see. Who should we give the Displacer Cloak to? Ring of Stars to? -4. Anyone can use it, so... What I want to do is I want to see who has the worst. Okay, the Lynx Ring gives -2. Amulet of Night. Ooh, Amulet of Night really gives nothing. So, Sparkle, you get the Ring of Stars. Midnight Cloak, which is not bad. Okay, so granted, we get fire protection from the Ankh of Fire, but that'll actually give us even better, better dodge armor class. Okay, nothing in there, so I'm going to save it again. Okay, there is an ad break coming soon. Okay, I'm also, nothing direct, but if you want to give me a slight subtle hint, you can, but what I suggest is that you watch me struggle. You watch me on the struggle bus for a little bit. Okay, there is an ad break in progress, so I'm going to temporarily halt the game or take a break. So if you need to break too, go for it. Okay. For those of you that may have been misled by the title, I apologize. I was pretty sure that I put in the right title, but then it seemed like, okay, it did, it did not for some reason accept it. Okay. So nothing up here. We were already over here, so Now, as I said, I'm going to import these into Dfortae's Wizardry 7 mod. That being said, I've thought about grinding levels, but I don't want to put myself in a situation where I've got like level 50 characters, which are pretty much immune to everything, and which can essentially eat the gorers for lunch. Okay, let's save it. You want to save often just in case. Now, as I said, by the way, my computer is how can I say? My computer is, I actually did get a new computer. What happened is my old computer, apparently I spilled some beverages on it, and being that it's mesh, it ruined some of the component. It may have ruined some of the components. And when I took it to the computer shop, they said it could be about one of a million things. And it basically said, hey, we can be here all day diagnosing it. Or they actually made the suggestion, they said it's probably better to just get a new one. You know, I mean, not saying get a new computer, but yeah, get a they worked with me, and actually I got one that was a little bit better than what I have now, and it's actually about $500 I paid for it. Ooh, I like these. I like these. Vospices and foragers. Hey, be careful here. Don't get too, how can I say this nicely, antsy. Get it, antsy? Now, if you remember when we first encountered these in the mine, it's like they were a bit of a struggle. I mean, now look at this. We're essentially going through them like butter. You know, it's like one turn, and it's okay. I think we're in the mine area, and if that's the case, I don't think, if I remember, that there's nothing, if I remember, in the mine area. So we're gonna get out. Oh yeah. Oh, great. Okay, so let's go for the floaters. And one thing to keep in mind is that you know, even though these are fairly simple monsters and not that powerful, you can actually, it's actually more to your benefit to do a light, especially if you have 5 monster groups, do a light like a very light, like a mass damage spell, like cure, cure wounds, or I mean like Mind Flay or Falling Stars, which was a favorite of mine. Okay. So now we're back on level 1. We're back on what I would call the castle basement. And yay, we got some rogues again. Okay, here we go. We're just gonna have let's have Sparkle use rocket sticks. Let's get done with the. Let's get those out. That's gonna free up an inventory space. As I said, right now I'm thinking of moving. I do have a lot of clutter. So right now my goal is to get rid of that clutter. What I'll probably do is I'll probably do like a maybe a little spiel about moving. A little bit spiel about things to do when you want to move, and I think the first thing if you want to move is you want to reduce clutter. That's one thing I would do. Reduce clutter. If you one thing I used to like to do is I used to love to collect t-shirts, and I found that oftentimes I didn't wear them. I'd get them I used to have a Goodwill addiction, Salvation Army. Okay, really? And so I think that's one of the first things to go. I'm kind of now being objective. The problem is my mom, who's good, but the thing about my mom is she's like, she's like, well, that may have sentimental value. You need to, I'm like, no. Eventually got to the point where it's like, okay, you can take your, hey, Firebird TPG. Yep. Unfortunately, Firebird, we failed. And so what I'm doing is I'm doing a stream where I am basically there's some secret areas that Dfortae put in, and my goal is I'm trying to find them. Oh, Firebird, you don't even know the half of it. Not only did I get Donkey killed, I got the whole entire party killed. I mean, well, I'll tell you what happened. What happened is What happened is I saved the game, and right after I saved the game, I got attacked by 4 groups of lesser demons. And I'm like, okay, I've got this. I'll have my psionic cast. My psionic will cast this spell, this spell, and my will cast like Mind Flay, and my my Hellgraph will cast pretty strong Falling Stars. Well, first, Mind Flay fizzled. Number 1. Number 2, because I got attacked immediately, I did not have any time to get buffs ready. So in other words, I could not be like, okay, you know, let's get magic screen. Let's get like, you know, etc. And then they came in with like silence, and so all of a sudden my bishop now could not, basically their spell was silenced. I think that's what happened. I'm not sure. It may have even been a case where where they were killed before, but essentially my let's just say 4 out of 6 characters were eliminated. And so I'm like, now I kind of said, well, maybe that's unfair. So what I decided to do is I'm like, continued. This is in the last episode. You can watch it on VOD. So what I decided to do is I'm like, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue, but I'm going to still play Iron Man, and I'm going to see if it's a case where I happen to get through it, you know, without dying. Then it's obvious. Then it was obvious that it was a fluke. That's one of those weird things. I just wasn't prepared. However, that's not what happened. You know, however, I actually did get through 7 rooms, and in room number 8, I went face to face with Keeper of the Crystal and some Mind Flayers. Now, and so they essentially mentally attacked me. Now, that being said, I think Dfortae said something about if you have a psionic, you should have some resistance to whatchamacallit, to mental spells. Well, if that's the case, how come my psionic died? That's what I want to know. How come my psionic die? So that's the first question. Let's see if there's anyone really close to a level up. Nope. Not even close, Lord. Okay. Nope, not close. Not close. Somewhat close. Not really close. Oh, really? Okay, I'm also watching baseball. I think Detroit and Cleveland Guardians. I think Cleveland's up 5-3, and if Cleveland happens to, if Detroit happens to win, the series is over. This is game 4. If not, then it goes to a game 5, which would be in Cleveland. Okay, so now we're in this area again. Yay, more rats! So what we're going to do, let's go after the giant rats first, except for Sparkle, who's going to icicle stick. And as I said, we're now to the point where we have some really kick-ass weapons. Okay, Detroit's got a runner on second, nobody out. Crowd is going cray-cray. But remember, Detroit is down 5-3. Okay, yep. Maybe apparently my broadcast is on more of a delay. Compared to yours, because yeah. Oh crap, it's the bottom of the 9th. I always thought it was the bottom of the 8th, so home run ties it. Okay, yep, 2 outs, but at least you know, the good news is that there's 2 pieces of good news. First is that even if Cleveland wins, there's still a game 5. Really? Now let's have Sparkle do an icicle stick. But at least Detroit does have the tying run at the plate. So that's actually Mr. Spock. Unfortunately, the run ended. Last time, what I'm doing is I'm actually doing a I'm doing a I'm doing a playthrough where I'm doing a where I'm in search of secret areas. Okay, darn, and unfortunately it has ended. But what I did is I finally got through. I got through everything. So in other words, I got my party through everything, and I actually did go to the end game. And so what I'm doing, and so. So that's what I'm doing right now, and I'm not having much success. Wait a minute. Okay, just letting you know there is an ad break coming up soon. How ad breaks work is you get ads for 2 minutes. What I suggest you use that time for is step away. Step away, take a break. Okay, now right now what I'm going to do is before I go too far, I'm going to kind of see where our weaknesses are and see, okay, so throwing, sling, and bows, nah, I think we're good. Okay, I think we're good everywhere else with Gixxers. Let's see, Sparkle. Wow. Sparkle, throwing, sling, and bows. None of that I'm really interested in. Pretty good physical, academia. Okay, you've got perfect artifacts, so you really don't need any of the sticks anymore. Let's see. Ooh, Dfortae, mace and flail, throwing. Sling, bows, hands and feet. So there is an ad break, so I'm going to BRB. Okay, according to my calculations, the ad break is over. So welcome back. Okay, what I'm going to do is since my mace and flail skill is not the best, and the nunchucka is part of the mace and flail skill, I'm going to put those as the primary weapon. And so that's going to hopefully help that. Once that gets 100, then I'll probably do some hands and feet. And then from there on, I'll probably, let's see. Is there anyone else that can use the robes of enchantment? Not really. Sparkle can't. I mean, they can, but it's not really worth it. Ninjas can't. Bard's got some pretty good whatchamacallits. Let's see. Dryadic Staff. What does a Dryadic Staff do? Dryadic Staff does not seem too bad, because it does have, it says drain 50%. But it only does 2 to 8 damage, so. Okay. what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to okay, there, that's better. Forgot to put that back on. Headache's already got Robes of Enchantment. Mystic's Ring, I don't know. The problem is, let's see what the Mystic Ring does. Let's see what the Mystic Ring does. Miscellaneous. Okay, it can do Mind Read, and it's got some decent whatchamacallits, but I think I would rather go with Healing, Amulet of Healing any day. And it looks like Hellgraph actually has equipment better, so I'm not going to upgrade there. So we've got some Robes of Enchantment to sell, and we've got some okay, This is kind of good news, bad news. I thought maybe we could get to a secret area. The thing is that if you look at this, see, if you look at this, essentially what we can do is we can actually get to, we can actually get to, we can actually access it from the other side. So far, I have yet to find a single secret area. Wait a minute, I have another place to look. Okay, we've already looked there. As much as I love the game, tell you what, looking for these secret areas are kind of looking for a needle in a haystack. And by the way, I could have done this earlier, but I decided not to. Instead, I'm just going to basically okay, nothing in there. It boggles the mind. I mean, I've pretty much looked about everywhere I could think of on this area. Maybe there's nothing in this area. Okay, so while you're all watching this, probably getting bored out of your mind. Just kidding. Okay. Now I'm going to warn you. Okay, I'm also letting you know that in the search for secrets, Iron Man rules are suspended. So in other words, I can save scum if I wish. And how can I say this nicely? I wish. And the reason being is because I may have to do something risky. So for example, I'm going to be like, okay, so there's probably what I'm going to probably do is there's going to be a lot of trips back here. Because I am going to be doing a lot of swimming. And this will also help with swimming training. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to rest here. If I get attacked, I'm going to save scum, okay? If I get attacked, I'm going to save scum. Why not? Wow. I'll tell you what, those monstrous snakes have some pretty are pretty beefy. Okay. So, what we're going to do Okay, Poland. Okay, so what I'm doing is our whatchamacallit is can a headache or psionic can afford to go increase Poland's staff. So what I'm going to try to do is see if I can't get our psionic something Poland staff. Ooh. Same thing here. Same thing is Hellgraph could use Mason Flail. Donkey. Pretty much everything, you know, pretty much almost anything Donkey, you know. Hey, Mr. Spock, hope you're doing well. Oh boy, we're in some trouble. Okay, who has stamina? Who at least has stamina to at least get us to the next whatchamacallit? Okay, headache, you better cast it on yourself. Oh, headache, cast it on yourself again. You should be good. Headache, cast it on Gixxer. Headache, cast it on Gixxer, Dfortae. Headache, cast it on Hellgraph. Now, how it works, if you're wondering how swimming works, is it actually takes a percentage of your stamina. So in other words, like it may say, okay, we're gonna drain, like if you try to swim, it's gonna drain maybe, we'll say 10% of your stamina. You know, no matter what, even if like you have a stamina of, let's say, 10,000, it's still going to be 10%. Now, one thing you can do is there is a really dirty trick you can use. And the dirty trick is you can get into a battle. Now, what happens when you get into a battle is, let's say what you try to do is you incapacitate the monsters. Me personally, I suggest stoning because they essentially that's permanent. You know, if let's say you put the monsters to sleep, then what's going to happen is the monsters are just going to, whatchamacallit, monsters are just going to be like, okay, you know, they'll eventually wake up. So far I have yet to find a secret area. I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere in the castle, and I'm pretty sure there's one somewhere in the forest area. There may be one in the swamp area. That I'm not sure about. But as I said, right now my search for secrets has gone. It's not like the game Suika. I don't know if you've played that. It's where you like try to have fruit, you know, fruit, and try to match fruit together and change them into a different fruit. Unlike that game, my efforts here have been fruitless. Okay, let's see if I can't use the technique here. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try and see if it'll work. Okay, remember I can save scum, so here we go. Here we go, everyone. So we're going to... Okay, so we're at the point where we probably can't take another step without at least having one character drown. So what I'm going to do is, see, the thing is, if you take a step, you lose stamina. But guess what we can do? We can spin around. And I noticed that our stamina is not going down at all. Interesting. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go after the 7 poison vipers. And Headache is going to do a basilisk eye on the other 4. Hellgraph, you're going to do a fireball. That should be sufficient. Okay. Okay, so we've essentially incapacitated the entire row of the 4 vipers. So what that means is now we can put our okay, so what we're going to still do is we have to be a little careful because okay, let's see if we can happen to get past these without a whatchamacallit. Okay. So now what we're going to do is now we are going to execute our plan. Our plan is going to be this is going to be boring, y'all. We're just going to rest. Okay. And as I said, I'm planning on moving. Where to, I do not know. It depends on what job I get. Or I should say position, but nothing against where I live, but let's just say the job, the good position prospects are not the best, especially academia, unless you're tied with the university. And right now, I just don't see the university wanting to deal with me, because I did all right, but I did, let's just say I did a few things which, you know, I had some issues, and I don't think my supervisor really cared. And honestly, I don't think my chair really cared about me. And I'm one of those that need that. I kind of need that, you know, leadership some. You know, I think I need that, you know, I'll say mentorship. I need that. I need that, you know, someone. So what I'm just doing here is I'm going to keep going until oh boy, things are starting to get a little but I'd say if you're moving, declutter. Find what works best for you. Some people like to hold yard sales. Me, I held a yard sale one time. Oh. Just letting you know there is an ad break coming up soon. Okay, I'm going to interrupt my moving spiel to talk about my new computer. No, I won't do that. I'll wait till after the ad break, because there is an ad break coming up soon. Okay, I'm not going to do a BRB, because what I'm going to do is go ahead, take your break. But in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this boring stuff where I just keep on resting. Okay. Unfortunately, my old computer went kaput because of I kind of spilled some beverage on it, and unfortunately, it was it was made out of mesh, so some of it went through, and so that actually caused some residue. So now the place I went to, they said, hey, we can I got a totally refurbished computer. Everything was different. They said, hey, we can sync it up. We can put your SSHD into the new computer, and I'll be honest with you, it's working like a charm. I did not have to do anything. I mean, all I had to do was just make sure everything was good, and all that, and it's like it's fully functional. Well, I'm happy for that. It only was about $500, and it was a local outfit, actually $475 plus tax. And nothing against Best Buy, but they have it. I mean, the Geek Squad, I hate to say it, but sometimes they come across as salespeople. Because a lot of times what they'll do, like on the floor, when you get a computer, the first thing they'll do is, hey, the Geek Squad can do this, 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 and that. And see, the thing is, I'm fairly competent with computers. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I'm pretty confident. I mean confidence. So in other words, I can, because they're going to probably tell me, hey, you need this bloatware, you need this, whatchamacallit, hey, we're going to throw in this free ad blocker, we're going to throw in this free, antivirus program. And what happens? It's 3 months, and then all of a sudden you get these pop-ups saying, hey, continue your subscription. And it's like you almost don't own anything. I mean, that's why I'm not happy with Microsoft. Especially their Office suite. They're like, it's like now it's a subscription service. And they tout all these wonderful things. I'm like, I got a darn hard drive. That's what I use it for. Like the last time I backed up my computer at work, they told me I had to use OneDrive, and essentially OneDrive made a bleeping mess out of my not only work computer, but when I tried to back up stuff from my home computer, it did the same thing, and it just took so long to... And I don't like that. I'd rather be in control. I'd rather be the one to be like, hey, yes, it's going to be less convenient, but yeah, essentially you're building equipment for, for people who, like it, which is nice. But what about those people that want to actually take the time and, hey, I don't want to automatically back up. I'd rather back things up myself. And the bad thing is they force these things on you. It's like you have to, and I'm like, sorry, it's like you have to use OneDrive. Don't tell me what to freaking do. I don't even tell myself what to do. Okay. So what I'm doing now is I am, as I said, these snakes are pretty much incapacitated. They've been stoned, so they're not going anywhere. Okay, Casey, it looks like picked up a run in the bottom of the 6th, so now it's Yankees 3, Kansas City 1. Okay. So this should be pretty quick. This should be pretty quick, you know. Okay, now let me just check something. Ooh, wait a minute. Staff of Blessing. Everyone can use that. Okay, Dfortae, congratulations. Okay. Here we go. Okay, it's time for me to play cop again. Be a police officer. So what I did is Sparkle handed down the sticks to Dfortae. Myers pick. Okay, I'm just checking to see if everyone has like 100 wand and dagger, which it looks like they do. Right now what I'm wanting is I'm wanting to get a okay, now why am I putting it in a weird file name? And the reason I'm going to turn on the sounds, probably why everyone's like tuned out. And the reason being is because I want to have several places to save. See, the temp's going to be the main part. But like T1, that's basically saying, hey, this is a. I know I have the temp, but this is going to be even more temporary. This is going to be like just in case. What is this? If what happened, if we happen to just go around in circles and come back here, I'm going to scream. Ah! Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to save, and I'm going to load this temporary save. So see where I am. Oh, how did I get turned around? Okay, I did not expect that. I did not expect that. Okay. Apparently, for some reason, they don't want you to go in that direction. That was most interesting, I must say. And so we're going to go back to temp 8. That is my, I mean, hey, you know, that's very interesting. I must say, I mean, I'm going to say that. Well played, Dfortae, well played. Now, the good news here, oh crap, Hellgrab, oh. How is everyone? I'm doing well, Dfortae, except I have yet to find the secret, any secret areas. However, I did have something interesting just happen. I was actually swimming in the forest, and I got to, I mean, what I did is I kind of manipulated things, so, you know, I manipulated things so I could, you know, so what I did, I used my trick of stoning the monsters and then just resting until my, whatchamacallit got full. Till my stamina got full, then I moved one forward, and I got the most interesting message. It said, "You are in rock." So that to me was very interesting. But I think there's still frustration about the fact that I haven't found anything yet. So I hope I do. I hope I find something. Right now I'm kind of doing a dual thing. I'm kind of like also trying to train swimming at the same time. But I hope everyone's doing well in chat. A lot of them I think are sleeping. I think I'm tiring them out. And you're right, I may have gone off the map. I think I did, because I remember what happened. I remember that I think I did go off the map. And because what happened is I was at the water passage and it seemed like there was nothing ahead. And so I think that's what I did. I think I did go off the map. So yeah, so if you want to watch the VOD, you can, but I'm 90% sure of what happened. Well, Dfortae, the thing to keep in mind is that don't worry about it, because I still have not updated the version yet. I'm still using a fairly old version, so I wouldn't I would not put a lot of faith in it. Yeah. Okay, good headache. Now, I'm going to just say this tip. If you're just trying to get through the game quickly, some people may say it's a waste of spells, but casting like a weak Mind Flay against 5 monster groups gets rid of them pretty quickly. But Dfortae, I was talking a lot about things. Computer repair, moving. I'm just going to say on moving is, because as I said, I'm still unemployed, and the problem is I've gotten positions, but they're like 10 hours a week minimum wage. That's not going to really help. And so I've really, that's so really what I've done is I've expanded my net out of the town. So I'm going to try to look for something that's. I think the problem is, well, Dfortae, it's probably not going to happen until I get a new position. Once I get a new position, I'll know where I'm going to be moving to. And then I can be like, okay, now that I know where I'm moving to, I can then get the other things in order. But one thing about moving is some people may say, do some cleaning. Yeah, I'm going to do some cleaning, but I think the best time to clean is so what I would do is I would have the move first, and then put the house on the market. Move, because then what we can do is then once I move, I'll have everything out, and so it will look very nice. It will look uncluttered. It will look, it's much easier to clean. Okay, but right here, you see this area right here is where I went into rock. That was close. That was very close. Dfortae, it's your call. You don't have to, but if I'm not saying, but if you want to give a subtle hint as to where one of the secret areas is, you can, or you can also not say anything. That's fine. I'm not sure how many streams I'm going to do this for, though. I'm not sure. I may just do one more and then just, just call it. You know what they say? Some things are better left a mystery. Okay, thank you. That'll help. So I need to what I'll need to do is I'll need to update to the latest version. And I'm probably going to do that after this. Maybe, I don't know. One thing I also did for the first time, everyone, is I actually got back into like working out. Doing, I'm going to say, resistance exercises. Now, it's not really much. What I do is I've been essentially doing abs, and so I've been doing leg lifts, and I've been doing crunches. And the reason for that is you will be surprised. You'll be surprised at how much you use your core. You know, and so what happens is, and so you'll use your core. So like if, let's say, you're on the ground, your core is going to help you get up. Boo's going to be buff, not yet, but I'm working on it. Remember, it was only about a month, probably a little bit less than a month ago where I stopped drinking, and so it's taking my body a while to adapt. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of reload just because. Okay, of course the question is, how do I get back to the air? If I don't even know where the area was to begin with, how do I know? Oh, okay. Oh, I know where we are. We're in the Firefly area. And thank y'all for your support. You know, and I think what's going to happen is based on what happened this time. This time, I think what happened. Whoa. I think what I did is. I think I got like scared straight, and it wasn't that I did anything bad. It wasn't like when I was in the hospital, you know. Okay, well. Okay, and I'm going to type out a question for Dfortae, and I hope you answer it. Okay, just letting you know there is an ad break coming up. Okay, thank you. Thank you for giving me that tip. So it's kind of saying, hey, it varies. Some you can find with let's say some require you to, ooh, okay. Okay, thank you for the hints. They're not, and I like it because you're not telling me where to look. You're not, and now if you wanted to, you can, but don't be specific. Don't say, hey, this is, look in this room. You know, if you want to say, hey, there's one on the, but if not, that's fine. Because even if I don't do it on stream, I'm still probably on my own off stream gonna look. Okay, welcome back everyone. Ad break is over. So let's go down this road. Let's see where this road takes us. Okay, I like that hint. Think about something mysterious, special that is mentioned in the original version. Think about a special action there. Okay. The thing is, I'm trying to go back to the original version, and I'm trying to think of text that was in the original version, but not in your version. And I don't know if that's correct or not. Maybe I'm assuming something, but I'm Cody's like, try all the cheat codes. But that's what I'm trying to think of, because you've been very good at, you know, like mimicking the you know what. So that's what I'm wondering. Is it a case of where it's only in the original version? Because I'm trying to go back and think of all the things I remember seeing in the original version. But Dfortae, all I'm going to say is you've really got me thinking. And anytime you can get me to think, I mean, that's a big like in my book. So here, okay, this is the dark forest. If I remember correctly, there was, it says you are in rock, so that meant I probably went to the... Wait a minute, what happened? It looked like I got teleported. Let's get a little swimming training there. And I don't know if this is true, Dfortae, I'm just thinking out loud. But I'm thinking it's somewhere in the castle. But don't tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm thinking that's where it is. But the thing is, it's like every time you've you know. Oh, okay. Looks like I'm actually somewhat close to the temple. Okay, this is... Okay. I have a feeling right now as I'm going through this, Dfortae's probably laughing like crazy. I'm just kidding. I don't know if we're going to need the iron key, but I'm going to bring it along with me anyway. The reason I'm saying is just in case, you know, yep, I'm still at 0. And you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to probably try this one more time, one more session. But even then, I look at it this way. And that's fine. No, it's a and you know what? I'd rather have a vague hint than outright kind of giving it away. And okay, and the fact that Dfortae in this hint refers to the original version makes me think that it's something that is not in the Now that being said, I do have some I think what I may do is I have speculation, but see the thing is that what I did is that I may have actually found it, but I didn't do what needed to be done. Because I remember there was one spot where you actually had to use either a dagger or a knife or something like that. You had to use a weapon and you actually pried it into the wall, and actually you found a loose brick. And don't say if that's right, but that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to find And so probably what's going to happen is right after this, I'm probably going to be playing original Wizardry 6. But of course, when you say special action, doesn't really narrow it down a lot, but still, you know. The thing is, in the game, there's not really a lot that you can do. Okay, Dfortae, I may look you up on that, but not right now, because I have an idea. I have a couple ideas in my mind. See, I normally go for these. The problem is that a lot... Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Let's wait till after the ad break. Okay, my goal here is to make this battle go quickly, so how I'm going to do it is I'm going to do a very low level. Really, game? Really? It's like 2 monsters back to back. Game, really? Okay. I'm not, for some reason, when you gave that hint to Forte, this is the first thing that came to mind. I don't think this is it, but it's still worth a try. And I don't know what the special action is. Okay, well, it wasn't that. Sorry, I'm thinking. I don't know if that was the description that you had in mind, but okay. Ah, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I don't know. I think I may be on to something. Wait a minute. I think I've got it. 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 Think I've got it. Think I've got it. Okay. Moody, cross your fingers. I think I've got it. Okay. Here we go. Let's rest before we let's continue the suspense. Let's continue the suspense. Okay. So. Okay, and don't say anything. Okay, so what I did is I read the description and it said the like something below was pushing up the stones. So how do you, if let's say something is pushing something up, well, except maybe a push-up bra, but how can you access it? Well, this is what comes to mind, miner's pick. Oh, I thought I had it. I thought that was perfect. I thought I had it. Darn. Okay. Well, unfortunately, thank you, Dfortae. I'm glad that, okay. The only other thing I could think of is maybe it's something that needs to be done but below. Maybe I need to go underneath it. But I don't know. Don't say anything, but I'm glad you're telling me hey, I'm at least on to something. You know what? Let's have Dfortae use one of the static sticks. Okay, just letting you know, there is an ad break that's coming soon. I'm just going to take these just so I can... Okay, let's give Dfortae the acid sticks. Static sticks are pretty powerful. Okay. Wait a minute. This is weird. What happened is really weird. Because see, so far, every time I've used something, I've gotten the message, no effect. But see here, when I use it, I use the dagger, I get no message. This is weird. This is really weird. I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. This is very strange. Oh, okay. So acidic dagger must have charges. So well, I'm going to try this. Nope. Well, I thought maybe the hammer would do it. Okay. Okay, I'm still trying to think. I'm still trying to think through this because see the thing I'm thinking of is that it says it comes up through the floor. Since it comes up through the floor, that means that maybe I need to go down one level to find out where it starts. So maybe that's the ticket. Maybe finding out, you know, where it starts may be the key. That may be what I need to do. I really thought I had it with that miner's pick. So let's see, approximately where is this on the map? So this is about in the northeastern area. Okay, so this is about in the northeastern area. Okay, Okay. Huh. Okay, I think I'm under the goo area. I think that's where I am, or close to it. So I'm going to see if maybe this was the ticket. Is maybe use the miner's pick here. Okay, let's be logical about this. So if it were to be anywhere, it would have to be one of these three bricks, because these two bricks, because okay, I'm going to go back here because I still have a feeling that I probably have to do something back here. And it says a special action, which could mean almost anything. So, now this is a thing. Could I need something that I may have? Ooh, boy. Oh, shit. Play any horror games for October, Moody? I'm not sure. I may not. You know what? I think I have good news and bad news. I think I may have solved it. Okay? I'm 90% sure that I solved it. That's the bad news. That's the good news. The bad news is the item, I do not know where it is. It's not in my inventory. And so, therefore, I think what I need to do is I need to go find it. Now, where I put it, I'm trying to think, where did I put it? I'm thinking too big. You're right, Dfortae. What I need to do is I think, because I think I know what I need. I think I know what I need now. I think I've got it. The problem is, again, I don't have it in my inventory. I'm not going to say what it is. Don't want to drop any hints, but what I could do is I could now go back through my my VODs and be like, okay, where You know, where did I like drop it? You know, where did I drop it? But I think I know what I need. I'm pretty sure I think I know what I need. And now it's coming back to me. Wait, oh boy. Hmm. Okay. Thanks, Dfortae. I got it now. Actually, my first guess was my first guess actually was um, that was my first guess. When you said you're thinking too big, I thought you meant the miner's pick is too big of a weapon. You need something smaller, and so that's where I went to the whatchamacallit. Oh, great! They're olive slimes. When in doubt, basilisk guy. That, well, guess what? I don't know about y'all. I have a feeling that I'm going to be, how can I say this nicely? Saving? I mean, restarting? Okay, so let's save it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's get some buffs going. See, let's get some armor plate. Hellgraph, you're going to get some enchanted blade going. Sparkle, let's have you get some magic screen going. Okay. Let's eat the mushroom. Okay, so these are olive slimes. So what I'm going to assume is that we need to throw everything at this but the kitchen sink. Okay, let's see if they're affected by fire. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so Sparkle, what you're going to do is we're going to have you do some serious wound healing. Dfortae. These things seem susceptible to fire, so we're going to have you do a fire bomb. Actually, I'm going to have you heal. Let's have you heal Donkey, because Donkey's probably seriously poisoned. The thing is, I don't think any of these are going to do anything, but let's try the Flute of Wounding. Hey, let's have you heal your own wounds. And Hellgraph, we're gonna have you do a fireball. Whoa. Okay, this is it. So what happens if we happen to die, then we're just going to call it a day. Heal wounds, we're going to heal Hellgraph. Dfortae, Let's have you heal Hellgraph. Donkey, let's have you Flute of Wounding again. Headache, let's have you heal yourself. And Hellgraph, let's have you heal yourself. I want to know, how many hit points do these darn things have anyway? Okay, it's about time you break out the firebomb. And it seems like you're successful with the Flute of Wounding. And Headache, let's have you heal yourself. I'm not too worried about Sparkle or Gixxer. Yay, we're down to 1 olive slime. Headache, let's have you heal wounds. Hellgraph, let's have you heal wounds. But let's have you heal Gixxer. Gixxer's getting pretty beat up pretty bad. Okay, well at least this time it went for the greater demon. Now that means the greater demon's paralyzed, so we pretty much have to take care of the rest ourselves. I don't know if Crush will work, but it's about all we've got in terms of spells. Donkey, you're going to Flute of Wounding. Headache, you're going to, wow. Okay, so he killed the greater demon, which is kind of good news, bad news. Okay, y'all stick around. Right now I'm looking who's out there. Right now I don't really see anyone out there who I really want to raid. But let's stick around anyway. Okay, this is going to be it. After this battle, no matter what happens, stream is over. Let's just hope we can finish off the olive slime. Okay, so let's see. Dfortae, do you wait a minute. I have an idea. Let's look at what else you have. Let's try Crushed Widows. I don't know if that's going to work, but it's worth a shot. Never put an olive slime in your martini. Well, I'm going to go with Illusion just because I can. Okay, I'm going to still keep going. Sparkle died, but if Sparkle's the only one that dies, I can live with that. I can live with that. Sparkle was paralyzed anyway, so Sparkle wasn't like super whatchamacallit. You know what? It's worth a shot. I don't think it's going to work, but what the heck. Okay, now. Okay, what I'm going to do is stick around because we're going to heal everyone up because okay. Okay, so let's see who goes first. Okay. Okay, so let's see. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of those things where okay, let's heal up Gixxer. And find a brand new area and don't read the text out loud. Yeah, sorry. Okay. Okay, so no effect. That's fine, Dfortae, you know. Whoa, donkey. See, the thing is, okay, I'm going to put this under temp X. And the reason I'm doing that is because in case we're not able to heal up everyone, okay, so Dfortae has the cure poison potions. Okay, good. Yay, Hellgraph. So we've got Hellgraph taken care of. Okay, Headache, we've taken care of you. So Dfortae, we're going to alternate between Gixxer and Donkey. Okay, yay, Gixxer's good. So all we need to worry about for now is donkey. Okay, donkey is good. So okay, let's see. Psionic. Can you cast Cure Paralysis? Yes. Wait a minute. I have an idea. I have an idea. Let's see if we can't get Sparkle. Let's see. What I want to do is I still want to try to cure poison on Sparkle. Okay, yes, so we can. Okay, so now what we're... Oh, great, donkey's asleep. Well, great. We got some rats. The good news is I don't think these rats are a big deal. Okay, so let's see. What are we going to do? Dfortae, you're going to hide. Headache, you're going to do like a, let's do a level 1 Mind Flay. I have a better idea. Headache, let's have you do a Cure Paralysis on Sparkle. Hellgraph, let's have you do a Nuclear Blast level 1 on them. That should be enough to kill them. Okay, let's save it because we're going to save often. We've almost got our party cured. Let's see, what do we need? I forgot. Oh yeah, I have an idea for a spell. Dfortae. Let's try Awaken. Let's see if that'll get Donkey up. Okay, oh no, okay, crap. Okay, so we've got 2 people asleep. Okay, Headache, I think you have the stamina potions. Okay, my goal is to get everyone healed, okay? So once I get everyone healed or pretty close to healed, then I think I'm going to call it, and we'll see if there's someone out there to raid. Okay, good. Okay, so Dfortae, you're good. Sparkle and Headache, you're both good because you've got auto regen. So Hellgraph, let's get you back healed. Headache, let's have you heal. Let's have you heal Donkey. And Headache, let's have you heal Donkey again. Now let's have you heal Gixxer. Okay, so let's keep on healing. Oh, Sparkle can heal. Sparkle, you're not going to heal yourself though. You're going to heal others because you will automatically heal because you're a lord and you have auto regen. Okay. So it looks like we've got 3 characters pretty much healed. Okay, let's start rearranging the party. Okay, so the party is in the order in which I want it. Okay, so it looks like the only person that we need to heal is Gixxer. Okay, everyone's about healed, and what I'm gonna do is I want to top off their stamina and mana. Really? WTF game? WTF? I'm tired of messing around, okay? Computer, if you're going to frickin' mess with me, I'm going to mess with you back, okay? So now I have to go back to the drawing board and top everyone off. I'm trying to just rest to regain some mana, and game, you pull this baloney. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is getting fucking ridiculous. Okay, Hellgraph's the only one that's not 100% topped off. Now Hellgraph is, so okay, let's stick around for a possible raid. Let's see who's out there to raid. I'll be honest with you, I don't really see anyone. I don't really see anyone that, I'm not saying that people aren't worth raiding, but nah, I mean, and see, when I raid, I tend to raid streamers that I'm not saying that I necessarily like, but streamers who I'm at least a little bit more familiar with. So what we're gonna do is, hey, heck, if you want to watch, find someone else to whatchamacallit. But I thank you. I'm going to be streaming tomorrow and Saturday and probably Sunday. One of those days, probably Saturday, is going to be Wizardry. Okay? So, thank you and have a great night.